of my life were behind me. I was tired all the time. And I was scrolling through Facebook one day and a friend of mine was posting about this challenge. And there were a lot of comments underneath that were like, oh my gosh, I have so much energy now, or my life is so different, or I'm not tired anymore. There were all these comments. And I was like, okay, what are these people doing? And I reached out to her and found out a little bit about the program. And I basically just jumped in. And I did the program perfectly, and I'm kind of a strict coach, and I did the program perfectly because I wanted those same results that all those people were posting about. And so at the end of my 30 days, I felt like a completely different person. And even along with that, also, I just felt like this was this little secret thing that not enough people knew about, and I wanted to share it with everybody. So I started sharing it with my family first. I had my husband do the challenge and my kids and my aunts and uncles, and I wasn't even a consultant yet. I just loved the products and I loved the whole 30-day program. But what I realized through all of that, because I had been an antique dealer for 25 years before this, and I knew that I needed to make a job change because that job was super physically taxing on my body, and I knew I couldn't do it forever. But I realized that I enjoyed teaching people about this program so much that I wanted to do it for the rest of my life. And I wanted to reach as many people as possible. And that's pretty much what I've done since then. So one of the people that I actually met through this process, actually I met Stephanie and Jeff through this process, but Jeff first, and he introduced me to Stephanie. Was Jeff. I met Jeff I met Jeff before this. I met him through a friend, but he kind of watched me for a little while doing this. And one day I just got this text from him, a random text, and that just said, hey, I need to do something, tell me more about this program. And so I did, and he jumped right in. And so I want Jeff to share his story right now. He's going to go ahead and share his story, his getting healthy story. And I'm so excited for you guys to hear from him.
Hi guys. Hey, thanks again for being here. This means a lot to me that you guys took time out of your day to listen to this. Some of you guys know a little bit about my story, some of you don't. But a couple of years ago when I finally reached out to Gina, I'll be quite honest with you. I was going through some hard times in my life. I've been very blessed in a lot of ways, but I've had a lot of challenges in a lot of ways as well. And frankly, I was tired of not feeling good. I had some not so good habits as far as eating, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes having too much wine at night and things like that. And it was time for me to hit the reset button. I knew about it, and it was time to just sort of reach out and say, I don't have this figured out and I need some help. And so she was there for me. It was pretty fantastic. I started the program, and like Gina said, I tried to be the best student that I could. I learned a lot going through the process and following the rules and everything. And one thing I noticed going through this is that a lot of the aches and pains that I was experiencing prior to going through this program started to alleviate. A lot of my cravings for junk food and sleeping, and there was a multitude of things I could talk about, but it really helped transform my perspective on things as far as trying to live a healthier life. I learned quite by accident that a lot of the foods that I was eating were really kind of making me sick. I just, like as an example, I used to start my day with a whey protein shake. I was pretty religious about it for years. Come to find out that being lactose intolerant, I was making myself sick, and it was just, I felt like crap, and I just didn't realize why. And I tried different supplements and going to bed with Advil every night, and it's just, I finally hit a breaking point where I just wasn't feeling good anymore. And to give a point, I specifically remember one point in my life, talking to some prisoners that I was working with. I used to work in the jail. I remember telling them very specifically, God did not put you here to destroy yourself. And one of those moments where you're given a message, but you kind of hear it yourself. That makes sense? So that changed me a lot. And as I started learning a little bit more about it and being more diligent with being healthy, I finally got tired of not feeling good anymore. And being with this program and this product and stuff, I finally got to a position where I was like, I'm really enjoying being healthy. And there's a lot of aspects of learning this process that have been super beneficial to me. And I find myself quite naturally just sharing what I've learned because I enjoy helping people. That's just how I'm wired. So, and then going through this, I was able to help people start making some good choices, not only for myself, but helping some other people have some really beneficial outcomes from changing the way that they eat, changing the type of supplements that they were putting in. I used to take energy drinks like Bangs and Rock Stars. Like I would try just about anything to feel good and energetic, and drinking too much coffee. I could go on and on about different things I tried. And switching over to these plant-based products and going with an organic diet and grass-fed beef and chicken, and just was a dramatic change for me. And I eventually went from a size 36 down to a 34. I never went back. I've had a couple of ups and downs here within 5 pounds or so, but for the most part, I've stayed down at a very, very healthy weight. I've managed to get out of physical therapy and not go back to it. I'm as strong as I've ever been. I'm well conditioned, and I genuinely feel good enough to where I don't ever want to feel bad again. So even with my kids, I've had the opportunity to pass this on with my kids, and they enjoy a healthier style of eating, and they know that this is a change my life and a path that I want to pursue. And that's why I decided to start this business. And it's really, for me, it's just about being a leader and helping people live a better life. And people just come into your life and you get the opportunity to share it with them and help them make some positive changes on their own. And my fireman's wife reached out to me one day, and it was literally one of those moments where I was like, I've had some success with this, and I'd like you to talk with Gina. I wanted to, I kind of pushed it back and forth, and I was like, it's my fireman's wife. I gotta be, gotta be kind of careful with this, and I want to make sure that, she gets this done right. And Gina was better at following the program than I was at the time. So, me trying to be humble, I wanted to make sure that everything was being done right. And I, communicated with Stephanie back and forth, and she'd ask me questions, and I'd say, well, this is how this has worked for me, and blah, blah, blah. And it was really probably one of the biggest blessings in my life, watching Stephanie change. And I hadn't seen her in months until sometime like the last week. I've been on duty 8 out of the last 10 days. So there's a little bit of a blur involved here. But sometime last week was the first time I'd seen Stephanie in person in like 3 months. And she looked like a completely different person. And so it's just a huge blessing in my life. So, and with that, I'd like to introduce Stephanie.
Well, thank you for that, Jeff. That was, I like being Stephanie over your fireman's wife. I do like that better. So as Jeff was saying, and as most of you who know me personally already know, I've had MS for 10 years, and it has been essentially torture at times. Most of the time I could pretend like everything's okay, but it wasn't. And I had so many issues and so many problems with like my stomach, my weight, my energy levels, anxiety on top of it. And then you add in my 2 kids, and I was a mess. And those of you who do know me know that in January, I ended up relapsing with my MS and ended up in the hospital for 3 days. And I couldn't walk. advanced really fast. I went from like 0 to 60 to where I was like feeling some tingling, and then I couldn't walk. And they admitted me as soon as I walked into the ER. They're like, "You're not going home." And in sitting there for days and thinking about it, I kept thinking about how much I didn't want to take certain medications anymore because they made me so sick. And I was like, well, I really just want to try and like hit reset. I just wanted to hit reset on everything because I didn't eat well. And I just kind of went through and did whatever I wanted and thought I was eating healthy. And then I'd go have Chick-fil-A. So I was kind of all over the place. And I talked to Jeff, and he said, you know, can I give Gina your number so you guys can maybe talk about diet and what it can do for you? And I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, fine, we'll talk. We'll see where it goes. Whatever, you're my husband's captain. I'll do what you say, give it a try, see what Gina has to say. And Gina explained, fine, I'll listen to you, Jeff. And Gina explained to me everything she had been through, and we got to talking, and we really connected because we both had so many like issues that are kind of silent in the sense that if you see me walking around, you won't know. Like, you wouldn't know the horrific stomach problems that I've had, and it's been going on for a decade, like really bad. And I said, you know what, fine, I'll give this a try. I'll give it 30 days. You can do anything for 30 days, like absolutely anything. And I marked it. Those of you who've been to my house, I have a dry erase board. I put Arbonne 30-day challenge, and I would put a 1, 2 each day, because I'm like, oh, when this is done, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go have a Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich and go crazy. That was my plan. Jeff, you know that was my plan. So I got through it, and then I hit day 5. And for the first time in a decade, I didn't have any issues with my stomach. None. Absolutely none. And I haven't had any since. Not that y'all wanted to know that, but you do now. Like, I just started feeling better, and I was more energetic and more present for my kids. Like, I didn't need 8 cups of coffee to get through the day anymore. It was just, I was there. I was energetic. I was ready to go. And after day 30, I was like, no, I'm good. I'll pass on Chick-fil-A. Still haven't had it. And we're on day, I don't know. May 12th was day 100. So go from there. And I feel amazing. Like, I just feel amazing. And one of my closest friends from high school, Cher, she's 4 days into the program, and she's doing amazing. And that actually makes me feel really good that I shared it, because I was really hesitant to share anything, because I, you know, like to just kind of keep quiet and mind my own business and not butt in. And yeah, here I am saying, but this really helped make me feel like so much better. And I'm really grateful for that. So thank you for that, Jeff and Gina. Thank you, Jeff, for pushing me, and Gina for talking to me.
Of course, you guys, your stories are just so amazing, and you guys have been a huge gift to me. And I did not need this business before I decided to be a consultant, but these guys are the reason. Their stories are the reason why I do it. I do it because it is so extremely rewarding. And I promised myself I wasn't going to get emotional, so I'm going to pull it together. But something
I tried to.
I know. You helped me with that. So the reason, one of the things that the 3 of us really have in common, and this is their hearts. And they both said to me, you know, I don't really need this business either. They both are very successful in their careers, but they want to help people. And I said, you guys have the bug. Like, there's no stopping you now, because they wanted to reach out to you guys and invite you in this call, because they want you to feel the same exact way that they feel, right? They want you to feel healthy, and they want you to know what it feels like to be healthy. And that's what put me on a roll in the very beginning. I was like, I'm going to reach as many people as possible. And one of the ways to do that is to introduce it to other people, and then they tell the people, their friends and family. And that's why all of you guys are on this call right now, because they care about you and they want you to hear what they've been through. Okay, so you guys, thanks for telling your story. And at the very end, we're going to open it up for questions. But right now, I'm going to go through a quick presentation, sort of what Arbonne is and what the program you're going to go through, the 30-day challenge. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with a slideshow. And okay, so here we go. Okay, so are you guys ready for a change? This is just a picture of all the products that you're going to get in your Healthy Living Challenge kit. But I want to talk a little bit about Arbonne and the product advantage. Okay, so you guys, our products are very unique. Our formulations combine the best of science and nature. We are a plant-based, and we use plant-based and botanically inspired formulas. We are built on a Swiss heritage, and we abide by European standards. And what I mean by that is that, okay, so in the United States, there are only 11 ingredients that are on our banned list, ingredients that can go into products. In Europe, there are 1,400, and Arbonne goes a little bit further and actually bans 2,000 different ingredients from their products. The thing that I love most about our products is that they are non-toxic. So the food that goes in your mouth, our skincare products, they are non-toxic. And that is something that I never really thought about before until I did Arbonne, and I think that it makes a huge difference when you use products that are non-toxic. Okay, so our products are clinically tested for safety, and we never ever test on animals, which I know a lot of you will love. We are a cruelty-free. We never test on animals. We're gluten-free, dairy-free, non-GMO. We're vegan certified. And like I said, we abide by European standards. So what are you going to do? What are you going to use our products for? You're going to use our products during our 30 Days to Healthy Living program. So when I signed Jeff up for the very first time, the first thing I did was I added him to a private Facebook group. And that private Facebook group, you're going to be in that for actually 30 days, but actually 37 days, because we sign you up and then you're in it for a week ahead of time, and you're actually going to prepare for the challenge. You're going to learn a lot that first week. We're going to prep you. We're going to help you go shopping. We're going to teach you everything you need to know before your 30 days actually get started. So we help you prepare a lot. Okay, so when you're in that group, you guys, was so amazing. I remember joining it for the first time, and you join it with other people doing the challenge too. It's an awesome support group. All the other people in the challenge are going through the same thing that you are, and it actually becomes like this little mini family. I'm sure these guys would agree with me. It's this little mini family of people, and we support each other the whole time. We all post like different dinner pictures and our shake pictures and our snack pictures. We give each other ideas. And then we also, one of the things that we do is we prepare you to, we take pictures and things. We take our before pictures, we do our weights and we do our measurements, and then people will get in the group and they'll like after the first week, they'll talk about their achievements, and we all kind of support each other and cheer each other on during the whole time. Okay, you're gonna get meal plans and recipes and shopping lists in that group. And so, like I said, we're just gonna really prepare you for the 30 days. Okay, so these are some helpful steps for the 30-day program. So what we're going to do, step one, we are going to eliminate all acidic, addictive, processed foods with preservatives, fillers, GMOs, and artificial foods with artificial ingredients. Okay, so we are also going to take away some common allergens, which are dairy, gluten, soy, peanuts, coffee, and alcohol. And don't get scared, we have some things to replace that. And what we're going to do is we're going to teach you how to eat clean and balanced meals. You're also going to incorporate a shake for morning, for breakfast, and for lunch. And at night, you're going to have that healthy dinner. We are going to take away a lot of the gross foods, the things that we've gotten used to, things that we really shouldn't be putting into our bodies, but we're going to add good things back in. And what I like to say is that we're going to include things that were just actually intended for us to eat on the planet, right? So God gave us all these amazing foods many, many years ago for us to actually eat. And we, as human beings, have gone and just screwed all that up. We have, all these processed foods and fast foods. And those are the things that make us feel bad. But if we can get back to what all the different foods that were intended for us to eat, when that happened with me, I realized that, God intended for all of us to feel good. He did not intend for us to feel bad or have disease and all those things, but we have, as humans have screwed that up. So what we're going to add back into our diet is grass-fed beef, organic chicken and turkey, wild-caught fish, organic fruits and that are low in sugar, green leafy leafy organic vegetables, brown rice, quinoa, brown rice pasta, nuts, avocados, and lots of other healthy foods. We're also going to teach you how to get moving during this 30 days. So if you already are a person that exercises, you can exercise the entire 30 days. But if you're not, we don't advise that you exercise until starting the second week. And by exercise, I don't mean it has to be anything strenuous, but we want you to at least get outside and get moving, get walking, jogging, whatever it is that you like to do. You can hit the gym. We actually start out slow. By the second, third, and fourth week, we up the exercise towards the end. We believe that if you can incorporate the two together, exercise and diet, that's going to help you to achieve your best results at the end of the 30 days. And so another thing that we do is we help you be super, super mindful of absolutely everything that you're putting into your mouth. We don't eat past 7 o'clock during the challenge. Once you've had that nighttime meal, you're not going to eat past 7. And that is our 12-hour window. We don't want you to eat past 7 because you don't need to. We do not need to eat a bowl of ice cream at 9 o'clock at night, or we don't need to eat that cereal at 11 o'clock at night just because we're a little bit hungry. Our bodies are intended to rest through the night so that we can sleep through the night. So what ends up happening when you have a bowl of ice cream at 9 o'clock at night is you go to sleep and you have your sugar crash, but then your body's processing the sugar and it wakes you up because it's like, okay, what are we doing? You gave me some food, it's time to go. And so you're naturally going to rest better by doing that 12-hour window in the middle of the night. Like I said earlier, we are going to track your goals and progress. And we also want to prepare you for after the 30 days. And so Stephanie and Jeff are super good examples of people who didn't just do the 30 days and go, okay, I'm done. Like Stephanie said she was going to, and she's going to go have Chick-fil-A. But I think after you feel so good and you just feel so amazing, you don't want to go back to that food because you don't want to feel bad again. And what we want to help you do is incorporate this as a lifestyle and not just have it be, a 30 days and then done type thing. Okay, so when you sign up to do the 30 days, you are going to get a nutrition kit in the mail. I remember getting my kit the first time and going, oh my gosh, what is all this stuff in this box? And I ended up doing I researched everything because I wanted to make sure that, everything I was using was something that I needed. And so I'm going to go over the products really quickly with you. Okay, so you are going to start with, the first product you're going to get is you're going to get our protein powder. This is super important, you guys, because your protein powder is going to be 2 of your meals. You're going to have it for breakfast and you're also going to have it for lunch. There are 20 grams of vegan protein, 24 vitamins and minerals, and there's 9 essential amino acids for muscle support. Our protein powder is certified with a low glycemic index, which is really important. And I want to just impress upon you guys, there's something super important about the vitamins in a lot of our products. They are methylated forms of vitamin B and folate, which allow your body, it's a second step broken down in the vitamins, and it allows your body to actually absorb nutrients that you're taking in. And that's super important with our protein powder. And it's also, like I said, plant-based, vegan certified pea protein. Okay, then you're also going to get 2 boxes of Energy Fizz Sticks. They promote endurance and help reduce fatigue. This is sort of your, you're going to drink these in place of coffee, but they are not, coffee is highly acidic, and that's why we do not use it in our diet, because we don't want our acidic levels to be high. We want to make them normal. And so we don't drink coffee at all, but we do allow a little bit of caffeine. Our Fizz Sticks have caffeine in them, but it's green tea caffeine, CoQ10 and chromium, and you get your green tea from a little bit of guarana. And this, again, has methylated forms of vitamin B and folate, and that helps with your energy levels too. You're also going to get Digestion Plus, and this is going to support your gut health. And it is also going to help you with digestion. You're also going to get your herbal detox teas. And you guys, your teas are the first thing that you're going to drink in the morning. And they are going to support your liver and kidneys. And they are made with 9 different botanicals, and they taste great. You can actually drink it hot in the morning, or I like to make a big giant container of iced tea, and I rather have my tea iced, so you can do either one. You're also going to get your daily fiber boost, and your fiber boost actually helps you stay full, and it supports cardiovascular systems. And that also combined with our body cleanse will help soak up toxins and remove them from your body. That takes us to week 3 of our 30-day challenge. You are going to start your body cleanse Most of the 4 weeks are kind of identical, but the third week, you're going to take that body cleanse. There's 7 packets in it, and you're going to incorporate that into that week, because that's the week we're going to do our extra deep cleaning, and it's going to help support our liver and kidneys. And like I said, we're going to be able to soak up toxins when you use it with the fiber, and it's going to eliminate them from your body. So I love that week. You're also going to get Greens Balance. When you order your kit, you're going to get 1 free item. There's a whole list of things you can choose from, but we choose for you because our Greens Balance is amazing. And you guys are really, really lucky today because we have been out of Greens Balance for an entire month. So I think there's someone on the call that is already doing the challenge, and she didn't get her Greens Balance because it's out, but it is back in today. And there was a huge frenzy today for our Greens Balance. And once you use it, and once you see that it, like I do a shot of it in the morning right when I wake up instead of my coffee, gives me this little tiny burst of energy that coffee used to give me without that racing heart and without, you know, just like feeling anxiety. I absolutely am hooked on my greens, and I'm so excited because I only have like half a canister left. And so I'm super excited. They came back out today, and we are going to add those. This is just like, you know, your mom said, you gotta eat your veggies, and this is what that is. So it's just like a shot of veggies if you don't get enough vegetables in your diet. Okay, so I'm gonna take you guys through a sample day during the 30-day challenge. So you're gonna wake up and you're going to have that tea that I talked about. And then you're going to, about just maybe 15 minutes after your tea, you're gonna have your first morning shake, and you're gonna add the fiber and digestion to that shake. You're also going to add, whatever you want to make that a meal replacement. So we don't just take our shakes. You can if you want. You can just add ice and water and stir it and drink it if you want. But we like to make them a meal replacement. We have hundreds of different recipes for you. So for instance, in the morning, maybe I'll take a fizz, a strawberry fizz, and put that into my vanilla shake. And I'll also take a handful of organic strawberries, and I make that like a triple strawberry shake. And I add spinach to that, and maybe an avocado, because avocado is a good fat. We're allowed to have that. And I also like that because it makes the shake really smooth and makes it look pretty. And I like to take pictures of my shakes. So then you're gonna have, a couple hours after that, you're gonna have a snack. And you're going to have either a handful of nuts or green apple, or a brown rice cake with almond butter, berries, veggies, hummus, hard-boiled eggs. We have different ways we cook eggs. We have all these different creative things that we can do as snacks, and you're gonna see a lot of that in the group that you're in. Then at lunch, you're also gonna have another protein shake. If you had vanilla in the morning, you're probably gonna have a chocolate in the afternoon. One of my favorites in the afternoon is to do chocolate with almond butter. It sort of tastes like a peanut butter milkshake, but like I said before, we don't do peanuts because they're highly allergenic, and so we're gonna add like almonds to the afternoon shake. And then we're gonna do another snack around 3 o'clock. So that afternoon snack is going to be pretty much one of the things that I just mentioned. A lot of people, even at this point, are kind of like, wait, I'm kind of full. I don't think I really want this. But we really don't advise skipping anything, because the whole goal here is to eat throughout the day, 5 small meals throughout the day, because we don't want to slow down your metabolism. So if you're skipping any meals, that actually, people think it helps them lose weight, but it actually slows down your metabolism and you'll gain the weight right back. So we do want to eat all day long. Around 2 hours after that snack in the afternoon, you are going to have a dinner. Right here, it says that you can have protein shake or clean meal. And that's because some of you have different schedules. So I have some nurses on here that work through the evening all the way late into night. And so a lot of times they will take their shake for dinner, but one of the 3 meals needs to be a full meal. The other 2 is going to be your shake. So we can move those around between breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But most people have their full dinner at night. And what that dinner is going to consist of is going to be a good protein, a good carb, and and vegetables. So if you can imagine your dinner plate, and you cut your dinner plate in half and then in a quarter is going to be a good carb, a quarter is going to be a protein, fish, chicken, something like that. And your good carb is going to be rice or quinoa or sweet potato. And then the other half is going to be a veggie like broccoli. I always do a salad first too, because there's not much, it's not high in calories, and it actually helps you stay full. So I tell everybody, that I coach, to do a salad with that too. And then, like I said, after dinner, we do not eat past 7. There is something that you can have though, and I want to go over a couple other products really quickly. These are called Fit Chews, and these actually saved me, because I know there's some people on here and we don't eat a lot of sweets during the challenge, but these are called Fit Chews. They're like little tappies. They come in caramel, chocolate, and lemon. Lemon tastes like a Starburst, and chocolate tastes like a Tootsie Roll. Caramel tastes like butterscotch, and my favorite's chocolate. And you're allowed to have 2 of these right after dinner if you have that sweet tooth, and it actually just like takes that sweet, you know, that craving away. And they're amazing. I had 2 every single night, you know, during my 30-day challenge. Now they don't come with the kit, but they are something that you can add to it. The other thing is our snack bars. If you guys are on the go all the time and you don't have time to make these snacks, you don't really want to chop up apples and almonds and things like that and carry them with you when you're working, you can actually just purchase these. These are protein bars. These are lemon flavor. We also have chocolate. Lemon's my favorite. And I actually am on the go all the time, and I'm flying, you know, and driving a lot of places. And I always have these in my purse, always, because that means I will not skip my snack. And I also carry my Fizz Sticks in my purse all the time too. Those 2 things are always in my purse. The third add-on I want to talk about is this, and this is one of my absolute favorite products that Arbonne makes. So this is these are vitamins, okay? And so this is just this little tiny jar. This lasts me the entire month. And it comes with this little tiny scoop here, but these are powder form vitamins. And once again, these are methylated, and these have done wonders for me. I used to have maybe 6 or 7 jars of vitamins on my counter, and this has taken the place of all of them. And once again, these are methylated, okay? So you're not waiting for, can you even imagine, like I try to picture this, all these horse pills that you know, vitamin companies want you to take. And I look at them and I think, how long does that take to break down in my stomach? You know, like what is going on here? So these are powder form. They're already broken down. And like I said, methylated forms of B and folate, and they definitely has taken the place of all my other vitamins. So this is also an add-on, and I love this product. Okay, so you guys, so like I said, you know, the 3 of us have this in common too. We all did this program, right? We all did this program, and the 3 of us did this program perfectly. I honestly don't believe those 2 cheated at all. And maybe it was because they had me for a coach, and I'm very, very strict, but I want to tell you about both of them. And we already talked about, you know, I'm super impressed with their hearts and the way they are and how much they care about people. But when you sign up for this program, you're going to get one of them as your coach, okay? Whoever, you know, each of you had on the call or invited to the call, they're also going to have me to help them. So if they can't answer your questions during the whole 30-day challenge, they can text me, and you guys can have my number too. But it's just, they are just pretty new at this, but excellent coaches already. If you know Stephanie and her attention to detail and how she reads things over and over and over again, she is very detail oriented and excellent coach. And Jeff, I don't know how many texts I get from Jeff a day. A lot, and he's always asking me questions, and I love it because that means he's being really thorough, and he cares about those of you that he's already coaching and then people that he's going to coach in the future. So I absolutely love it. I know these 2 are on the right track. Their hearts are in the right place. And so I'm super excited that they asked you to be on this call, because I truly believe you guys are going to experience life change too, like we all have. I want to go over one more thing a couple of things before we end here, and I open it up for questions. I want to just talk about our skincare for a second, because one of the things that I never thought about my skincare. I spent so much money on skincare. I went to Macy's and got, you know, all the different expensive brands, thinking the more expensive, the better. But I never, ever thought that some of them were toxic. So I was spending hundreds of dollars on things that were toxic and going on my skin, on my face, and it was toxic, right? And maybe it worked, but it was toxic. And so when I realized that Arbonne skincare product is not toxic, and when I realized that what you put in your mouth is just as important as what you put on your skin. So when you put something on your skin, on your face, on your arms, legs, it sinks in your skin in 26 seconds. So if that something is toxic, you are putting toxics into your entire body. And so I wanted to talk about our skincare line just for a second, because it is just as important as the nutrition. And we have skincare lines for everybody. We have skincare lines for men and younger girls and people who have sensitive skin and people like me who are aging gracefully. And that's our RE9 advanced skincare line. A lot of people use this, even younger people. I think both my daughters use this. They're in their 20s and 30s. And this is our #1 best-selling regimen for healthy aging. So I just wanted to let you guys know we do have a whole skincare set. It's very reasonably priced. I think you get 6 or 7 items, very reasonably priced. And then, and just so you know, that nutrition, our nutrition line is our our nutrition kit is our #1 selling product too, with nutrition. And the last thing, you guys, so let me tell you first how you're going to save. So the way you're going to save when you purchase your kit today is you're going to sign up to be a preferred client. If you don't, you're paying full price. If you sign up at $29 fee, you're going to get a 1-year membership to Arbonne, and you're going to get your kit at a 40% discount. So the total somewhere when you sign up to be a preferred customer and you get your whole kit, you get all the coaching and you get the private group and everything, is under $300 today. Amazing deal. And I think that breaks down to like $9 a day, you know, for the 30 days. And I want you to remember also what you're going to be taking out. So you're not going to be paying for alcohol. You're not going to be paying for Starbucks. You're not going to be paying for going out, or no more takeout, you guys. Our takeout days are over. I think everybody here is probably sick of takeout, right? I know I am. And so you're going to be, what you're going to do is you're going to go to Trader Joe's, you're going to go to Sprouts, and you're going to make your own dinners. And you are actually going to, we figured it out, I think in my family, we actually saved money doing this. Okay, and so the other thing, the last thing I'm going to talk about is being a consultant. So if this interests you, if you're looking at this and you're watching this and you're going, oh my gosh, what those guys do is so cool, I would love to do this. This is something that I think that I could actually enjoy, or I've been praying for something different in my life, praying for something different to do. I want to help other people. I want to get healthy and help other people get healthy. Please just reach out to Jeff and Stephanie. These guys, when they signed up to do this with me, they had no idea that they were going to become consultants. They had no idea. They were just doing a healthy challenge with me. And in fact, Jeff said to me when he brought Stephanie to me, he said, Gina, you're going to like her and you're going to see that she's a really hard worker and you're going to want to ask her to be a consultant, but you got to let her do her challenge first. And I was like, oh, okay. Cause I liked her right away. And she was just so like into everything, but I waited pretty much the full 100 days till she made it to her 100 days. And because I knew with her changes that she was going to want to share this with everyone. And the same with Jeff. And so that's where we're at. They're both consultants on my team, and you guys, we have the most amazing team. So when you join us, you're not just joining Arbonne, and you're not just joining, you're not just a salesperson, peddling protein powder. You're actually joining a team of like-minded people that really want to help others, and not just help others with this business. We are also people who give back. And so when we are successful, we can give back more. And so we all sort of have that frame of mind. Our team is super supportive of each other. And we would really, if you have any interest in this at all, please reach out to either of them and let them know you're interested. And I'd love to get on a call with you and talk to you more about this. Okay, you guys, so I just want to thank you so much for taking time in your afternoon to do this. I'm so happy that you guys came. And if you guys have any questions right now, you could go ahead, and I'm going to stop sharing the screen. And I'm going to go ahead and open this up to questions. So if you know how to unmute yourself, does anybody, you can raise your hand too. If anybody has a question, you can go ahead and ask that. Is there anybody here with any questions? Let's see. Anybody at all? Jeff? Oh, let's see. Carol, do you want to ask a question? Hold on, I'm going to unmute you. Shoot. Carol?
That would be Carol. I think she's just waving.
Oh, she's waving. Oh, hi, Carol. Okay, Jeff, go ahead and why do you want to close this out? Stephanie, you want to add a little bit?
I just want to say thank you for taking the time to come check this out. This means a lot to me. You guys all know me, and it's really been an enjoyable part of my life. So thanks for being here and listening. This is kind of fantastic. So thanks for being here.
Yeah, I just want to say really thank you everyone who supported me, listened to me, and everyone on here who knows me has pretty much known me for my entire whether it be law school career, high school, everything, like since before I had MS, since I've had it. So the support means a lot. And really thank you. Thank you for just listening to me, because I live a crazy life and I have no time for anything. So I was really happy that people took time out of their day to listen to my experience and what I've been through.
Okay, thank you guys, and thanks for sharing so much. Thanks for joining our call. You guys, if you're interested in doing this, and I know some of you are, please get with Stephanie and get with Jeff. Our next challenge is